Moving on, the Ministry of Industries, Mines and Energy says there is nothing improper in the arrangements by the government made to secure Namibia's fuel supply for the period July to September 2026 in light of the conflict in the Middle East. Minister Modestus Amutse clarified that the arrangements were made transparently in the national interest and on terms that protect the consumer and commit no public money. Amutse provided clarifications following what he described as misinformation circulating about the arrangements to protect consumers from a sharp rise in fuel prices in the months ahead in the supply of petroleum products.
Resources well over 1 billion Namibian dollars to cushion our people and keep the economy stable. I want to emphasize that the welfare of the Namibian people is our first priority, and it is a duty placed on us by the Constitution of the Republic of Namibia. Before the conflict, the National Energy Fund held a substantial surplus. That surplus is today all but exhausted. It has gone into absorbing the under-recoveries and the premiums charged on top of the basic fuel price in order to safeguard our security of fuel supply. This situation could not be allowed to continue unchecked. To put these premiums in perspective, I want to say the following, just to clarify. Over the past 4 years, the premiums charged on top of the basic fuel price, meaning that this system of charging premiums have started over the last 4 years. And these are money that are charged on top of the basic fuel price. Now, removing that burden for good once and for all is exactly what these arrangements and the reform behind them are meant to achieve. I also want to be clear about the nature of the emergency we are facing. It is not an emergency of supply because our fuel is available and it will remain available. It is an emergency of cost. Left unaddressed, the combination of higher world prices, the premiums on our fuel, and the National Energy Fund that can no longer absorb them would push pump prices sharply higher from the start of July. That increase would be felt in every household, in the cost of transportation, the cost of food, the cost of basic goods, a burden that will be felt mostly and heavily by the most vulnerable among us. It is through that lens that the government's proactive approach must be understood as a legitimate effort by the state to protect the interest and welfare of our people. On the arrangements themselves, because I want to emphasize on the arrangements, it should be stated that as the situation developed, as I have stated before, the Ministry of Industries, Mines and Energy began engaging sister countries through their high commissions and embassies in Windhoek and through special representatives, as well as local and international oil companies, in order to secure affordable fuel free of the additional premiums. And I want to repeat this one, free of the additional premiums. The local industry was consulted on several occasions through the Namibian Oil Industry Association, where the ministry set out its intention to consolidate our national fuel requirement, to capture the benefits of economies of scale, and most importantly, to remove the premiums charged on top of the basic fuel price. Ultimately, the objective and remain and will remain to protect economic stability and the welfare of our people.